What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just got done my stream playing the new season in Black Ops 6, Season 2, obviously. And I wanted to go ahead and bring forth my first initial impressions of this season. I'm not going to really deep dive too, deep into details, because I have a lot of different videos planned already to, discuss in finer detail certain things like the weapons, the maps, so on and so forth, the updates to, certain classes. All that juicy stuff is coming in the future. But like I said, I just want to give you guys my first initial impressions, how I felt going ahead and playing this, and why I am titling this video the way that I am, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I already know I'm going to title it something like, please don't be a bunch of, dumbasses or something like that over to Treyarch. Because seriously, they have done a decent amount of stuff, but it's going to be completely overshadowed at the end of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, like I said, I will be streaming today again the Season 2 update over on Twitch starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And we also host open lobbies. So if you guys want to squad up and, test out my skill-based matchmaking bracket, by all means, you guys can go ahead and do so. Hop right on in and, try to enjoy the experience, or you could just chat it up with me in general. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Season 2 for Black Ops 6. Let me just say this right here, right now. It's tremendously better than Season 1 in every way, shape, and form. The maps are better. The Battle Pass content, and besides some of the weapons, I think the weapon skins in Season 1 were a bit better, but I like the theme of a lot of the skins within Season 2. It fits Call of Duty a bit more, kind of like, gritty ninjas, and also some more Milsim-styled skins. I might make a separate video discussing this type of stuff in the future, but right now, like I said, this is just my first initial impression, so I'm not diving deep into absolutely anything. Overall, this season has been actually really solid so far. A lot of the changes they also made to this game are nicely implemented. Again, I'm going to be diving deeper into buffs and nerfs for specific weapons because I've tried out pretty much all of them the other day, but I still want to dive deep again today. I'll be streaming, testing more stuff out because I want to have good knowledge about all of this stuff before I actually dive deep into criticizing certain, changes that Treyarch has put forward to this, overall community here. I'll also mention that I'm kind of disappointed as well that a lot of things didn't really pop up into the beginning form of this Season 2 update here, like for example, the slipstream or whatever it's going to be called, a perk that's going to allow you to sprint without tac sprint within this game. A lot of these things are going to be put for later events. The War Machine streak, for example, once again, saved for later events. I believe the War Machine event is going to be starting on February 6th. It's going to be the Terminator event. It's going to have the War Machine along with a few other cosmetics that you can go ahead and unlock. But, it kind of bums me out that they don't introduce that right out the gate with Season 2. But I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to give us the same vibes as Modern Warfare 3, where we were getting weekly updates, weekly challenges, but in a different form. They're trying to hold on to all of this content because in all reality, they can't match what they did in Modern Warfare 3. They just simply can't match it. So they're trying to sprinkle it out here and there in a fair manner. So it is what it is. It's a little disappointing, but again, like I said, I understand why they're doing it. And also, the amount of time it takes to unlock some of these weapons just sucks. I gotta be real with you guys. I'm getting to a point where I'm hoping that one day we'll start having these weapons separate from the battle passes. Maybe even give us just challenges to complete. Because I swear, even if you give us one of the hardest challenges, I'll still be able to complete that faster than having to slowly trickle through the battle pass. It's absurd. I streamed for, 5.5 hours. Used about 2 hours of battle pass XP. And I only got through, I believe, not even one full set. Maybe a complete set. And that's basically it. It's going to take me maybe until the end of the week to get even close to maybe the PPSH. I could probably get the Stoner or whatever it's called, the new LMG within, maybe, 3 days maybe, but the PPSH is going to take a while, and the new assault rifle is going to take even longer, and I'm craving these new weapons, and it sucks because it's one of those scenarios where everybody is just going to be coughing up money, and I understand why they do this, because people do cough up money, if it's going to take a long time to get something and obtain something, people are going to cough up a pretty penny to go ahead and get it first. But I will say, after picking up the gun like the PPSH off the ground, I picked up the LMG off the ground, it seems like there's a lot of good variety within the mix here, and I'm excited to finally unlock the weapons for myself. All I gotta say right now so far is that throughout my play session of Season 2, the whole time, for once, I was actually sitting here thinking to myself, Man, I'm actually kind of excited to put out some different style of content. Maybe some more positive videos discussing certain things that have been done because I can actually go ahead and do so. Although, it hasn't been too many crazy updates and stuff of that sorts. The things that they put forward within Season 2, although not extremely important, are still fun things to go ahead and discuss. But in the back of my mind, I know all of this stuff is going to be irrelevant because once again, they didn't touch upon some of the biggest, most major updates that need to happen within this overall experience. And that is why I'm wording the title the way that I am here, because seriously, Treyarch, do not be dumbasses. You guys aren't doing completely bad. I'll say you guys are kind of in the middle right now. You're not Sledgehammer status, but you're definitely not Infinity Ward status where you're just ignoring us all year long. You have proved that you are going to be, still sticking around after the holiday season, but we're still in that middle spot where it's like they're doing decent things for the game. And I want to talk about certain things with the game, but like I said before, I know what the outcome is going to be because nobody truthfully cares. I gotta be real with you, Treyarch. As much as I want to go ahead and discuss these things, and probably a lot of different creators in the scene want to discuss these things, in reality, the mass majority of people who are watching content right now online don't give a crap about anything that is going on besides the major fixes that must be done. I'm telling you, Treyarch, it doesn't take much to please the community besides just keeping us up to date on what is happening. Right now, in this current moment, the communication is so all over the place. Modern Warfare 3 2023, although it had its fair share of problems, we knew exactly what was happening, when things were going to be finished, how the progress on these things are going. We were always a part of the loop, and we never felt like we were left in the dark. With Black Ops 6 here, they mentioned things like they just put out a massive blog post saying that they're going to try to incorporate certain things for the servers and for the anti-cheat and, so on and so forth. And then we get into the actual update for Season 2. And the only thing they mentioned is a little change to the anti-cheat, which I don't even know if actually worked or not. And no talks about the servers, no talks about anything, again, that's actually important to the overall quality of life of the game so people can play and enjoy this content. Just some overall bug fixes and obviously some content to keep us busy. But like I just said, nobody is going to care about the content if they can't enjoy the overall experience. I'll tell you right now, though, I will be honest, once again, through my 5-hour play session, I only got packet burst once. So the servers have not been bad for me, but they haven't been bad for me before. And same thing with the anti-cheat. I haven't ran into too many cheaters for at least the past month here. But just because that's my opinion doesn't mean it's everyone else's. I am still to this very day seeing people running into a lot of these problems. And please go down the comments section and let me know what you guys are dealing with right now. Are you guys still running into server issues or you're not running into server issues? Again, my experience might be clean, but I need to know. I seriously need to know from all of you guys how it's looking in order for us to kind of move forward as a community here. But from my understanding, none of this stuff is going to matter. I am indeed going to make positive content. I don't care. You guys know me. I cover the good and the bad of everything revolving around Black Ops 6. And although I was a little skeptical of these patch notes, there are good things in these patch notes that I want to discuss with you guys and other, content things that I want to discuss that I'm actually kind of happy with. But I promise you, it's all going to be overshadowed by people who are having a miserable experience and also people who haven't even tried out the content or tried out these updates because they can't even get into the game and have it function properly. I can't even tell you guys how hard it was to even get a squad together today because people kept getting booted out of the servers, constant restarts, update needs another restart like 4, 5, 6 times every single hour. It was just mind-boggling for a lot of the player base to the point where people are just logging off because they don't want to deal with it and they're going to wait for another day to see maybe it'll be better the next day. Maybe the servers will actually function for them the next day. Who knows? But all I have to tell you, Treyarch, is just please be a little bit more open with us. I like to see you taking positive steps, but these positive steps are not going to be acknowledged, especially after the launch that you guys have had. If you guys really want to patch things up with your community, talk to us. That's it. And I promise you, if you keep us in the loop, then the content like this will actually be respected and people will critique it properly. But I guarantee right now, everybody is more than likely going to call it garbage. I'm calling it right now. But again, it might not be because of the content. It could be because of the matchmaking, the servers, all of the, there's so many different variables of things that people want to know about that just aren't in the loop. So that's really all I have to say today, guys. My first initial impressions are very positive, but I didn't want to dive too deep because I wanted to make it very clear that nothing I say will really, hide the fact that a lot of people are very displeased with, game mechanics within Black Ops 6, core fundamentals within Black Ops 6. And if they are more open and address them, I think that these updates will go in a more positive way. And we could probably actually start making more consistent positive content if the developers actually showed us that they care 110% about this community. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, go down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think about Season 2 so far. Have you tried it out? And if you have tried it out, do you think the content's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think the updates to the weapons are good or bad? Overall gameplay updates? How's it looking for you guys? And also performance-wise, like I said earlier, I need to know this. Servers, competitiveness of the game when it comes to, the skill-based matchmaking, so on and so forth. What is it like right now for your guys' experience? Is it smooth or is it extraordinarily rough right now? But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys, find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.